Some super sad and unfortunate news out there as this past weekend, Reciprocity CEO now announces the stock market crash and coronavirus outbreak has greatly affected the finances of Reciprocity, and unfortunately enough, we'll be going back to bare bones, as he puts it, massive layoffs and setbacks, including one of their teams now put up for sale, all because they wanted to go public eventually with an RTO on the TSXV. That's the Canadian Stock Exchange. What you guys can compare this to, them wanting to go public eventually, is the likes of Astralis, one of the first esports organizations to go public and have a publicly traded stock out there. They did that in late 2019. By a couple of months, they avoided a controversy, which now Reciprocity is deep within, guys, as he does state apparently all the financing and capital they were raising, of course, to go public has now been, unfortunately enough, pulled back out and is all gone. As he does state with his own video, I'll play for you all of you guys, just a terrible situation, and I'm fairly certain this will not be the last esports organization to be greatly affected by both the outbreak of the virus and the stock market crash.
Hey everyone, I wanted to do a video to address the recent drastic changes that are happening with Reciprocity so that there's transparency and context for the fans and community. As some of you are aware, Reciprocity is working towards an RTO being listed on the TSXV, and during that process in parallel, we were raising interim financing. This financing has since dissolved, given the astronomical crash on the global capital markets. This has positioned Reciprocity to scale down to its bare bones in order to survive long-term the current market conditions. As such, what my team and I have built over the last couple of years, pouring blood, sweat, and tears into this since inception, is being dismantled in a matter of weeks, and we will be releasing all staff and scaling down again to our Crossfire franchise and our co-ownership with Rainbow 7. The company will continue to raise funds and still work towards an RTO on the TSXV. I want to apologize to fans, the players, and community, staff, and industry partners, and anybody who has helped myself and my team and Reciprocity get to where we are today. This is wish my team and everybody who's been a part of Reciprocity all of the best of luck. They definitely deserve to find new homes. As it relates to my future with Reciprocity, I will be taking it one step at a time as I move towards restructuring the company. Again, I want to thank everybody for their support with Reciprocity and making Reciprocity a reality so far. So again, thank you everybody. And I wanted to provide the proper context as to why certain decisions are being made.
And as you guys heard from him himself, reducing staff down to the bare bones, trying to save as much capital as possible because all of that financing they had raised has now been pulled back out. They will be leaning heavily on their Free Fire. We actually were going to talk about this / Crossfire. That's a franchise league over in Asia started by Tencent. They're going to focus on that lineup alongside their Latin American team known as Rainbow 7 for League of Legends. Ironically enough, unfortunately so as well, it was actually their Rainbow 6 team, which is also set to be put up for sale because of all of these issues. Just a terrible, terrible circumstance. Of course, you can hear that in his voice. And unfortunately, we're going to be sharing a lot of sad news as this probably will not be the end of things. I wish him the best of luck going forward. Hopefully that franchise league, one of which, you know, they have a paid-for franchise spot over there in Asia, can do well for them alongside the League of Legends team. And hopefully, after all this subsides, if it does subside quick enough, they can build their way back up. But certainly this will not be the last esports organization affected by these great layoffs. We talked about last week, you know, 100 Thieves, Cloud9, Liquid, a bunch of other esports organizations closing their doors for their employees. Can they actually maintain and be able to pay them for the extensive period of time this outbreak could be? And you relate the story to other stories out there as well. How lucky for Astralis. Astralis, we talked about a couple weeks back, their financial report actually did surface from 2019. They're operating currently at $5 million every single year in debt, if not more, because they pay extensive salaries. All the prize pools they do earn go back to the players. They try and operate 3 teams right now, and they are not making any money. How lucky for them to actually go public with their stock in late 2019 instead of a couple months later, right now, where Reciprocity Reciprocity is almost nearly going out of business because of it. We could be having a much larger story on hand, and we still could in the future, as these esports organizations are losing loads of money. The stock market crash is not helping any of them. A terrible, terrible story. Best of luck to Reciprocity in the future. And again, unfortunately enough, in these crazy, crazy times, I don't think this will be the last time we talk about an esports organization suffering heavily because of everything going on. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy. If you guys have a story, my DMs are always open. As per usual, stay healthy, guys. Stay safe. And I'll be here breaking down the news for all of you guys. Until next time, take care.